It was a Tuesday. Not just any Tuesday, but one of those days where the hours drag and you count down every minute until you can finally step through your front door. The kind of day where you crave nothing but peace and quiet. I'd just finished a long day and wanted nothing more than to relax, to let the stress melt away as I sank into my favorite spot on the couch. But as I walked into my kitchen and froze, my heart skipped a beat and I felt a chill run down my spine. A black line of ants snaked from a crack by the window straight to a crumb I'd missed. It was like watching a living, moving river of tiny invaders, all marching with a single purpose. Not a few scouts, but a full-blown invasion. There were hundreds, maybe thousands of them, swarming over every inch of the counter. They moved with military precision, each ant following the one ahead, never breaking formation. It was both fascinating and horrifying. I tried wiping them away, but for every 10 I got, 20 more appeared. It was like they had an endless supply, a never-ending army. It was like emptying the ocean with a teaspoon. No matter how hard I tried, the ants just kept coming, relentless and undeterred. Then, I heard a low buzzing. At first I thought it was my imagination, but it grew louder, more insistent. I looked up. Flies. Big, fat, relentless, circling the kitchen light. They seemed to taunt me, swooping down whenever I moved. Suddenly my home was the hottest club for every bug in the neighborhood. It was as if I'd put out a sign, "All pests welcome." The ants explored the cupboards. The flies dive-bombed my head. I was outgunned, outnumbered, and completely overwhelmed. My arsenal? A half-empty can of old bug spray and a cracked fly swatter. I was losing, and the bugs knew it. The worst part? The helplessness. I felt like a stranger in my own home, powerless against these tiny invaders. This was my home, and it had been breached. The place I felt safest was suddenly under siege. That night, as I cleaned and swatted, I made a promise. Never again. I would not let my guard down. I'd never be caught off guard by six-legged invaders. I would learn their tricks, anticipate their moves, and be ready. It wasn't just about bugs. It was about being prepared for life's common problems. A leaky faucet, a broken lock, or a sudden pest invasion. These things happen, but I could be ready. That chaotic evening was my wake-up call. I realized I'd been living on autopilot, never thinking about what could go wrong. I realized having a plan and the right tools isn't just smart, it's essential. It's the difference between panic and control. From that moment, I vowed to take pest control seriously. No more panic, no more improvising. I would be proactive, not reactive. I would be ready for whatever crawled, buzzed, or scurried into my home. My home would be my fortress again, and I'd never let the bugs win another battle. You see a few ants and think it's a minor issue, but pests are opportunists. If one type finds a way in, others will follow. That ant trail? It's a signpost for every bug in the neighborhood. Your home is a fortress. Every crack, gap, or torn screen is a breach. Roaches, silverfish, even rodents, they're all drawn to the same weaknesses. Focusing on one pest at a time is like playing whack-a-mole. Solve the ant problem, and next week it's spiders or wasps. You need a holistic approach, a toolkit ready for anything. The goal isn't just to get rid of what you see, but to make your home unattractive to all pests. A single bug is a warning shot. Inspect your defenses, gear up, and be proactive. A comprehensive kit means you're not just reacting, you're defending your home against all invaders. Shift from panic to confidence no matter what comes crawling. When the bug war hit, I scrambled through drawers for anything that might help. It was chaos. Batteries rolling, old fly swatters tangled with kitchen utensils, and not a single spray in sight. I realized then that being unprepared was almost as bad as the infestation itself. Never again. I built a dedicated emergency pest control kit, a serious, organized, ready-for-anything bag. This isn't just a collection of random sprays. It's a system designed for speed and efficiency when every second counts. I chose a tactical bag, tough, water-resistant, loaded with compartments. It's built to withstand spills, dust, and the rough handling that comes with emergencies. Organization is key. Sprays, traps, tools, each has its place. No more digging or second-guessing. Everything is visible and within reach. I labeled compartments: crawling, flying, traps, tools, safety. Each section is dedicated, so I know exactly where to reach, even in the dark or under pressure. In a crisis, I can grab what I need in seconds. That speed can make all the difference when pests are swarming or you're caught off guard. Store your kit somewhere accessible. Mine's on a garage shelf by the door. You want it close, not buried under camping gear or holiday decorations. Keep it cool, dry, and easy to reach. Moisture can ruin supplies, and you don't want to be searching when you need it most. This isn't just a bag, it's your pest control command center. It's where your plan comes together, and your confidence kicks in. Building it forces you to think about threats and learn your tools. You'll discover what you're missing and what you really need. It's a small investment for massive peace of mind. You can't put a price on feeling ready for anything. When you're facing a spider the size of your hand, you'll be glad you have it. That's when preparation pays off. Don't bury it in a closet. Make it part of your home defense. Be ready, not reactive. Make grabbing your kit as natural as locking your doors at night. Your kit is your calm in the chaos. When the unexpected happens, you'll be ready to act, not panic. What goes in the ultimate pest control bag? It's more than sprays. Start with a bug blaster, like a salt gun or bug vacuum, for quick, mess-free kills. A handheld electric fly zapper is a must for flying pests. Heavy-duty animal handling gloves protect you from bites and stings. Snake tongs, surprisingly versatile for moving anything you don't want to touch. A magnifying glass with a light helps ID tiny invaders. Disposable nitrile gloves for messy jobs. Traps. Snap traps for rodents, glue boards for roaches, bait stations for ants. A headlamp for dark corners. Pests love the shadows. A dedicated dustpan and brush for cleanup. Each tool has a job. Together, they're your arsenal. With the right tools, you can handle almost any pest emergency. Confidence comes from preparation. Know your enemy. Every home, no matter how clean, is a potential battleground for pests. Understanding who you're up against is the first step to winning the war. Most homes face a handful of usual suspects. Ants, masters of infiltration, can slip through the tiniest cracks, always searching for food and water. Their organized trails are a sign of a much larger colony nearby. Use baits they'll carry back to the nest, don't just spray. Spraying only kills the scouts, but baits target the entire colony, wiping out the problem at its source. Flies are drawn to decay and filth. If you have flies, check for hidden garbage, rotting food, or even forgotten spills. They breed quickly, so act fast. Wasps build nests in sheltered spots, under eaves, in sheds, or even in mailboxes. Their stings can be dangerous, especially for those with allergies. Use a long-range spray and attack when they're least active, usually at dusk or dawn. Always keep a safe distance and wear protective clothing. Roaches love dark, moist places, under sinks, behind appliances, or in basements. They're not just unsightly, they can spread disease and trigger allergies. Use glue boards to monitor their activity and bait stations to kill them where they hide. Cleanliness is key to keeping them away. Spiders are mostly harmless, but some, like the black widow or brown recluse, can be dangerous. Learn to spot the difference and act accordingly. Use a bug vacuum or duster for webs. Rodents, on the other hand, are destructive and disease-carrying, gnawing through wires and contaminating food. Snap traps or live traps work. Placement is key. Set them where you see droppings or along walls where rodents travel. Bait with peanut butter or bacon grease for best results. Rodents can be picky, so try different baits if needed. Place traps along walls and in corners. Rodents rarely cross open spaces. Check traps daily and reset as needed. Understanding pest habits is half the battle. Look for tracks, droppings, or gnaw marks to identify your invaders. Each pest has a weakness. Exploit it. Don't just react. Strategize. Plan your attack and follow through for lasting results. The right approach means fewer bugs, less stress, and a healthier home for your family. Know what you're up against, and you'll win the war. Seal entry points, remove attractants, and stay vigilant. Preparation beats panic every time. With the right knowledge and tools, your home stays yours, pest-free and peaceful. Fighting pests takes flexibility, sometimes natural, sometimes chemical. Diatomaceous earth is my go-to, harmless to people, deadly to bugs. Sprinkle it in cracks and along baseboards. Vinegar and water erase ant trails, disrupting their chemical highways. Peppermint or tea tree oil on cotton balls repels spiders and mice. Natural methods are great for maintenance in sensitive areas, but sometimes you need the big guns. Wasp spray with a long-range stream is essential for nests. Crawling insect killer for immediate threats. Use chemicals wisely, read labels, wear gloves, ventilate. Reserve chemicals for serious infestations or outdoor use. Start with prevention and natural deterrence. Escalate if needed. With both options, you're ready for any level of infestation. One trap or spray won't win the war. You need backups. For every trap, keep 5 to 10 refills in your kit. Ant bait stations run out. Have extras ready. Diatomaceous earth? Keep a backup bag for big jobs. Don't run to the store mid-crisis. Check expiration dates and batteries twice a year. Test your zappers and headlamps. Organize refills in labeled bags. Mouse traps, ant bait, glue boards. A tidy kit means you find what you need fast. Maintenance is key. Don't let your tools go stale. A well-stocked kit means you're ready for a sustained campaign. Don't just win the first battle. Be ready for the whole war. Preparation is your best defense. The best pest control? Prevention. Make your home uninviting to bugs and rodents. Start in the kitchen. Clean up crumbs. Store food airtight. Don't leave dirty dishes. Fix leaks. Water attracts pests. Check gutters and keep water away from your foundation. Walk your home. Seal cracks. Install door sweeps. Repair screens. Use steel wool and spray foam around utility lines. Every sealed crack is a door slammed in a pest's face. Declutter storage areas. Pests love hiding in mess. Use plastic bins, not cardboard. Inspect basements, attics, and garages for signs of activity. A clean, dry, sealed home beats any spray or trap. Prevention is proactive, and it's the foundation of a pest-free home. Win the war before it starts. That's my story and my system. The biggest lesson? Be prepared. Build your own pest control kit. Start small gloves, traps, a good spray. Add to it over time. The goal is to move from helpless reaction to empowered action. When you see that first bug, you'll say, "I've got this." Peace of mind is worth every penny. This job never ends. It's about vigilance. Your home is your sanctuary. Protect it. Adapt these tips to your home and local pests. Share your own pest control wisdom in the comments. We're all in this together. Let's help each other keep our homes safe and bug-free. Stay prepared, and don't let the little things win.